standing with Gary Wolf, but you will also remember him from the ECW glory days as the PITBULL. PITBULL #1, and of course PITBULL #2, God rest his soul, up to there in heaven. Let me ask you about him. What were your memories of him, traveling with him, tag teaming with him? You had some great matches with the Eliminators.
Yeah, Anthony, I grew up with Anthony. We came from the same town, and we actually decided together, we're going to get into wrestling. We started doing some stuff, and the Bulldogs were good friends of ours and the Hearts. And we realized, we'll come up with the PITBULL name, and that's what we did. And from then on, it was bang, Japan, bang, Puerto Rico, bang, ECW, bang, WWF. Everything just came right to us, which was a good thing.
And you guys tore the roof off, you guys and the Eliminators. What were some of the other favorite tag teams you guys enjoyed working with in ECW Arena or other ECW?
We had great matches with Raven and Stevie Richards. We had great matches with the Bruise Brothers, like Rey Mysterio, Juventud. Anytime a tag team would come to ECW, they had to get through the PITBULLs, even the Dudleys. We were here, they were there. Now they're here. You know what I mean? So it just took time, and everything takes time in this business. I'm sure you know that, right?
Of course. In ECW, you guys had a lot of personalities. You got a lot of guys that, not so much that they had beat with each other, but was there any animosity if guys came in? Were you guys territorial about your spots with ECW?
No, see, that's the difference between other companies and ECW. We were happy to have new guys there, because it would just make our company better.
Well said.
So I remember myself walking into WWF or WCW locker room, and guys will be like, whose job is he taking? You know what I'm saying? That's how they would act. We didn't have to act that way. We had a spot. We knew where we were at. And I don't care what company we were ever in, we always ended up with the tag belts. From New Zealand to Australia to Puerto Rico to Japan. Whatever it came down to, whatever company we were in a matter of time, we had the tag team titles.
The last question, you guys had a great angle where you guys were going to WWF, you guys were dressed up in the white suits and ECW. You guys got a lot of heat for that with the fans. So talk about that. You guys were actually going to go to WWF. What's the story?
We could have went to WWF for WrestleMania 3, to be honest with you. But at that time, New Japan gave us a good deal. So
you're talking about in 1987, WrestleMania 3.
Yeah, so we went to Japan instead.
A lot of people didn't know that, right?
Yeah, so they were putting us on a pay-per-view against the Hart Foundation, and we were going to get the straps that young. So we were even surprised, but we were thinking to ourselves, because the old timers that brought me and my partner up always taught us, look, if you go into a company, you want to be mid-card. If you go in the company and they give you the belts right away, there's only one way to go, and that's down. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good way to look at it.
So it's I looked at it I don't want the belt, I'll earn them. Give me a chance to build it up, and we'll work it out. And that's how it was. But no animosity in our locker rooms. We had our New York clique, you had the Philly clique, and we still even got along. So it wasn't that bad.
Last question. Your favorite ECW memory that you could think of? Your favorite road story or a rib, something you could share?
Oh, man.
Something that just sticks out of your mind.
I did break my neck. Okay, so coming back and having Rick Rude, who was a personal friend of mine, bring me back in the ring, I thought I was very happy about that. I'm sorry he's gone, he's a great guy, but that was one of my biggest things, because I didn't even think I'd be able to come back and work myself, at that time. But it worked out, and famous ribs, we had some crazy ones. I remember gluing Bam Bam's boots with super glue to the ground. And he was putting them on, and he didn't even realize they were glued until he couldn't walk.
Was Bam Bam and Terry Funk locker room leaders?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Terry Funk and Stan Hansen helped me and my partner out tremendously. People don't even know that. So I was brought up by Bob Orton, Cowboy Bob Orton, George Scott, Paul Jones I worked for. So they broke me into the business with my part. You know, I mean, we were the champs in North Carolina when Ken Shamrock was there, Katanka was there, the Nasty Boys were there. We were in the stud stable, the second stud stable, which was legit. You know, we weren't, you know, it wasn't like some put three guys together called the stud stable. We're with Robert Fuller, who is the stud, and we were the stable.
And Robert Fuller, everybody knows as Colonel Rob Parker.
Yes.
Yes. The last question I wanted to ask, were you there at that show and brought the infamous mass transit incident? Like, what did you got? What did you personally think? What is your take on what happened?
What happened was the kid who wanted to wrestle said he knew how to work. Come to find out, he had no clue what he was doing, and he gave permission to New Jack to gig him. And you know, if you're going to tell somebody to gig you, you better know what you're doing, because you're giving somebody, you know, a blade, and you know, I'm gonna shoot and tell you, scalped his ass, and that's what he deserved. So his dad had.
New Jack was saying he was talking a lot in the locker room.
Yeah,
acting like
yeah, he's acting like he's one of the boys, and he's not. You know, just because his daddy was a mayor or a councilman or something like that, and you know, we figured, okay, you know, the guy has some pull in the town, we'll put him on the show and make it look good. The biggest mistake of his life is to get in the ring with New Jack. You know, and he could be the nicest guy in the world, but you know, he takes that very personally. You know, you fake and lie to him to say you're somebody that you're not, you're gonna pay for it, and that's what happened.
Any memories of the last question? Balls Mahoney that recently passed away. Any memory of Balls Mahoney?
Yeah, I used to go to Japan with Balls Mahoney, and we were tag partners in FMW, and we rocked the place, man. We killed it. And Balls was in great shape then, and you know, he was a great guy. He was always nice to me. You know, him and Axel were always good. I mean, like I said, we're all from ECW. We always stayed close, you know. But like growing up, and you know, I came from the Monster Factory with Anthony, and coming from the Monster Factory, and people that the old timers like Ricky Steamboat, and Bob Orton, you know, and you know, all the old timer guys, you know, like Beefcake and Valentine, Kevin Sullivan, you know, they helped us. You know, the business then was different than it is now. It's apples and oranges, dude. It's so, you know, it was like when I go to Puerto Rico, you know, the faces are in one locker room, the heels are in another locker room. You know, I never even got a chance to talk to my opponent. You know, I'd fight Carlos, Vader, them guys down there. The referee would have to, you know, communicate with us. So people don't understand how tough it is.
A lot of emphasis on kayfabe.
You know, kayfabe's almost gone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we could do interviews with you and do this kind of stuff, because Vince pretty much opened it all up anyway. So, you know, so we're just trying to stay alive and, you know, keep working, make some money, keep you guys in business, and we're all good.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it so much. PITBULL.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
Peace out.